And we have Jessica Layton, who is live at the scene with more on what things are looking like from your vantage point. Jess.
Dick and Andrea, if you can see just beyond, we have some SWAT team-like officers heading down that block right now. They have long guns. They also have shields. And where I was a couple of minutes ago, we could see dozens of them getting into an armored vehicle. And we heard the man who got into the driver's seat, one of the officers, say, "Here we go, we're going in." Now, we still don't know exactly what that means, if they're actually going into a physical location or if they're just getting themselves a little bit closer to the scene. But I can tell you, I have been here about an hour, and to Alice's point, those heart-pounding moments have settled down just a bit. When I was driving my own car toward the scene, I could hear gunshots with both my windows up, a police officer frantically telling me to turn around and get away. From several blocks away, you could see police officers, Jersey City officers, ducking because, again, you just don't know where exactly that gunfire is coming from. And as both women, Hazel and Alice, said, it was rapid succession. And I probably heard that 3 or 4 times. Here we have more SWAT-like officers. You can see the shield and the gentleman at the end in his left hand. They have their helmets on. They are ready for action right now. I can also tell you that witnesses here have spoken about how eerie and how scary it is to hear that gunfire and to not know exactly where it's coming from. Right now we're at Bergen Avenue and Grant Avenue. I was a block further north just a couple of minutes ago. And at that point, when it seemed like there was a little bit more action, a little bit more rapid gunfire happening, the police officers were telling people, you are all here at your own risk right now. We don't necessarily know where is safe and where isn't. So that just speaks to a little bit the anxiety that people are feeling in Jersey City right now. We've seen state police helicopters overhead. We have a Jersey City Medical Center ambulance on scene here. Firefighters, again, those SWAT team members, and police officers from several surrounding towns, including Essex County. So we are on the scene here along with Hazel and Alice. We are going to continue to try to gather information from witnesses. One woman who told me she works near the deli, who says that she had to run, she had to get away, and she was nervous because one of her workers was still there. So they were trying to get in touch with him. They figure he has probably been evacuated at this point. But a lot of uncertainty and certainly a lot of anxiety here, as we know that at least 2 police officers have been shot. And with this unresolved at this moment, an uncertainty about how many more people here in Jersey City could be shot. Dick and Andrea.
Jessica, if I can ask you, number one, how long have you been right at that scene? And number 2, when was the last time you heard any gunfire? Because I'm just curious, because it appears, at least for a little while, there's a bit of a lull.
Been a bit of a lull, and people are apprehensive about exactly what that means. Is it a calm before another storm, or is this over? It's probably been a good 25-30 minutes since I personally heard gunfire. And again, those rapid succession shots, they are unmistakable, causing people to duck, causing people to run. And I've probably been at the scene in Jersey City total for about an hour, but again, I've been moved around block to block, trying to get the folks at home a good vantage point so you can see stuff behind us, but also taking care of our own personal safety. Again, officers have told me to move 3 or 4 times. Excuse me one moment, I just want to check something. It sounds like there's something happening over here. No, it's just more police officers arriving. Pardon us while we move our camera so we can continue to try to get you the best possible shot. I'm just going to step out of the way and let you absorb the scene as we're seeing it for a moment.
Was she not in high school?
At this point, people are trying to get to their children. Who have been in lockdown this afternoon. They're trying to figure out ways to their homes because so much of this area is cordoned off. Sean, if you could pan over to these 2 officers at the moment. We are seeing more and more of these officers with long guns heading into the scene. That's police ESU right there, emergency services unit. And you can hear the helicopter perhaps overhead right now. It does feel like a lull in the action right now, but again, I think there is some apprehension that something big is about to happen in the next few minutes.
All right, Hazel, excuse me. All right, Jessica, thank you very much for that report.